Yehovah Chakam, Yehovah who is wise. Yehovah Elohei, Yehovah Chakam. Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach Kodesh, that I may speak written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love. Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yeh-ho-VAH. Hand, behold, now, behold. 2 Chronicles, chapter 8. At the end of 20 years, during which time Shlomo had built the Elohtov house of Yehovah and his own Elohtov palace. Shlomo built up the cities which Hiram had given to Shlomo, and had the Elohtov people of Israel live there. Then Shlomo attacked Hamath Zavah and defeated it. He built Elohtov Tamor in the desert, and Elohtov all the cities for storing supplies that he built in Hamath. He also built the upper Elohtov Beit Horon and lower Elohtov Beit Horon, fortified cities with walls, gates, and bars. Elohtov Baalat and Elohtov all the cities of Shlomo had for storing supplies. Elohtov all the Elohtov cities and his chariots, and the cities for his horsemen. And Elohtov all the other buildings Shlomo wanted to build in Jerusalem, in the Lebanon, and throughout the land he ruled. As for all the people still left from the Hitti, Emori, Prizi, Hivi, and Uvisi, who were not part of Israel, from their descendants remaining after them in the land, whom the people of Israel did not exterminate, from them Shlomo levied his forced labors, as it is to this day. But Shlomo did not raise any of his slaves from the people of Israel. Rather, these were his soldiers, his chief commanders, and the officials in charge of his chariots and horsemen. King Shlomo had 250 chief officers in charge of the people. Shlomo brought up Pharaoh's daughter from the city of David to the house he had built for her, because he said, "No wife of mine is going to live in the house of David, king of Israel, since the buildings where the ark of Yehovah had been are holy." Then Shlomo offered burnt offerings to Yehovah on the altar of Yehovah that he had built in front of the vestibule, as each day required, offering according to the Mitzvah Moshe on Shabbats, at Rosh Chodesh, and all the designated times 3 times a year, the festivals of Matzah, Shavuot, and Sukkot. As David his father had ordered, he appointed the Elohtov division to the Kohanim for their service, and the Leviim to their tasks, to praise and to perform their service in the presence of the Kohanim, according to each day's requirements. He also appointed the gatekeepers by their divisions to be at every gate. For David, the man of God, had so ordered. They did not deviate from the king's orders to the Kohanim and the Leviim in any matter or in any regard to the supplies. All the work of Shlomo was organized in this way, from the day ground was broken to the house of Yehovah until everything had been accomplished in the house of Yehovah had been completed. Shlomo went to Etzion, Givar, and Elat on the shore of the sea in the land of Edom. Hiram sent some of his servants with ships and others that were experienced sailors who understood the sea. They went with Shlomo's servants to Ophir and took from there 15 tons of gold, which they brought back to King Shlomo. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this fascinating 8th chapter of 2 Chronicles? We can love Yehovah by managing responsibilities with integrity and discernment. Love Yehovah by dedicating every act of building to His glory. Love Yehovah by aligning wisdom with obedience, not ambition. How can we love our neighbors as we love ourselves and as Yeshua loves us? By using our influence and resources to establish peace and fairness among others. How can we bear one another's burdens? By supporting those laboring for Yehovah's work and honoring their contributions. What are the top 3 fruits of the Spirit found? 1. Wisdom. Solomon's leadership reflects divine order and insight. 2. Stewardship. He honored Yehovah by building cities and preserving peace. 3. Justice. Every task was organized in righteousness and balance. What is the Hebrew word that encapsulates this chapter? Banah. To build, establish, restore. Verse 1. At the end of 20 years, Solomon created the house of Yehovah. Finding Yeshua in the Scriptures. How can we find Yeshua in the Scriptures? Solomon's cities foreshadow Messiah's kingdom, built upon justice and truth. The order of service points to Yeshua as both foundation and ruler of peace. His reign models how the Messiah governs with wisdom, strength, and mercy. What is the mitzvah response? Torah-based? Mitzvah. Deuteronomy 16, verse 20. Justice, justice you shall pursue. A response might look like this: I will build my life and work on Yehovah's justice, not self-gain. Hebrew declaration. Banim be-chokhmah. Yehovah mekunan. Bat sidich. Those who build with Yehovah's wisdom are established in righteousness. We'll end with the Arianic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being towards you, bringing order, and he'll provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you, set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom.